Should you get a broader color laser printer? In this video, I'll cover all the pros and cons of choosing one of these. So let's get started right away. Pros number 1. Fast printing speeds. These laser color printer from Brother are great for high volume environments. They are a lot faster than inkjet printers, even when printing in color. So just to give you an example, this is an entry-level Brother color laser printer, and it's the HLL3220CDW, and even for a very basic and cheap printer, it's able to print at 19 pages per minute. Well, if you compare to a consumer inkjet printer, like the Canon TS9521CA, which is selling for around the same price as this one, it's only able to print at 10 pages per minute. So this is great if you need fast results. It's able to print twice as fast comparing to a similar inkjet printer. Another pros comes from the type of ink that is using. As you see here, there is toner. There's no ink bottles, there's no liquid going on in this printer, which means that it's low maintenance. These toners, okay, you have one for each color, okay, and the black one, they will never dry out because obviously it's dry ink that is inside. So you cannot print for 2 months at a time, even half a year, come back, and the printer will work the same way. If you get an inkjet printer, unfortunately, you have to print often. If not, the system will get clogged because the ink will dry out. Another pros is that this is quite a durable printer. Brother is known for sturdy, long-lasting hardware, especially in the laser lineup. It's not rare to see people talking on Reddit that they kept their printer 20 years or even more. I myself had a Brother black and white printer only, laser obviously, and it lasted me more than 15 years and it was still going after I replaced. So these printers are supposed to last a very long time. Next, these printers are able to connect to almost all devices possible. So they're compatible with Wi-Fi. Obviously, almost any printer these days have Wi-Fi. So they can connect to your network, or they can have their own Wi-Fi that you connect your device to. You can use them with the Brother's mobile print app, but the good news over here is that you're not obligated to use the app if you don't want to. If you connect your Brother printer to your Wi-Fi network, your device will see the printer and will be able to use without you having to download anything. It's also compatible with Linux and Chromebooks. And on top of that, all Brother's laser color printer have a USB port in the back in case you prefer connecting your computer using a USB cable. Unfortunately, the cable does not come included in the box. You have to purchase one separately if you don't already have one. Another pros of these printers is that they are able to print duplex, which means both sides of the paper. Even again, this very basic entry level, the cheapest one available, not all of them have this feature included. And finally, the last pros in my list is the fact that they offer great print quality. If you intend to print text, you see, very sharp, nothing to say, you don't see any pixels, or small images like this one around the text. For these type of thing, you won't notice any difference when comparing to an inkjet printer. At least 99% of the people won't notice a difference. Now, what are the cons of getting a Brother color laserjet printer? There is a few of them. The first one is the high upfront cost. Compared to inkjet printers that can be found for even $50, $70, $100, these are costing quite a lot more. Again, this is an entry-level printer and they start at $250. Maybe you can get one cheaper during Boxing Day or stuff like that, but in general, they cost double or if not triple the price of a inkjet printer. And as you see, this model for $250, you won't even get a scanner on the top. They have scanners, but you need to pay more to have one of those models. Another con is that these ink toner, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, cost quite a lot, all right, if you go the Brother route. You can also get third-party options, but still, even that will cost you more comparing to an inkjet printer that are using ink bottles, like an Epson EcoTank. You probably won't have to replace all these ink toners at the same time. You're probably going to use the black one first. And at least the good news is you can replace them individually. You don't have to replace everything or nothing like some inkjet printers, especially the cheaper one, which if you don't have any yellow, they won't accept any print. Well, this one will still be able to print in black and white, let's say, if you run out of magenta. So at least this is a good news, but yeah. The cost of printing is definitely higher comparing to an inkjet printer using ink tanks. Another negative side is the fact that these printers are usually larger than inkjet printers. This one, again, a very basic one, weighs around 33 pounds without any paper. Once you put paper, it can go to 35 easily. And as for size, yes, it's not that high off the table, but comparing to inkjet printers, again, they're usually a lot smaller since they don't require this toner that takes quite a lot of space inside of this casing. Now, another downside is if you intend to buy a color laser printer from Brother to print pictures, mostly 99% of the time, well, you'll be deceived. Inkjet printers still have an edge when it comes to pictures. First, they have more resolution, so they can print finer details. An inkjet printer is also able to print on different kinds of paper, and usually the image will look a lot more saturated and less flat. For example, over here I printed the same picture, although this one is a bit smaller. All right, I don't know if it's possible to see it on the camera, but this smaller one has been printed with an inkjet printer that cost half the price of my Brother color laser printer. This one was by laser, this one by inkjet. Obviously, if you only see this picture, you may think that it's great. And honestly, for, again, most of the people, they won't notice any difference. But if you put them side by side, you can clearly see that this one has more saturation. The colors are popping. Look at the sky over here. The sky is blue with a lot of details, darker details. Over here, the color, yeah, a lot more dull. And definitely, if you're going to print many pictures and expect them to have accurate colors, this Brother laser printer is not the printer you should go with. And finally, the last negative point, the last con of getting a Brother laser color printer is the fact that they can get quite loud. Laser printer requires heat to operate. That's why you hear a fan running, especially after printing. They use fuse unit to bond the toner with the paper, and that fuser heat can heat up at between 180 and 200 degrees Celsius to melt the toner powder. And this is why they absolutely need that fan to cool down the internal components, especially after the fuser. So these were the pros and cons. Do you agree with me? Do you have other things to add up? Please leave a comment down below. I'm really curious. If you want to get one of these printers or another one also, and you want to support my channel, check my links down below. Every time you purchase through them, I get a very small commission from Amazon, and it helps my channel since, yeah, I'm not getting any sponsor from anyone. Have a nice day, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.